wants Tom Brady. Well, guess what? He gets him. He gets him in this next game. That's what he wanted. You know, Chase Young, the rookie defensive tackle for Washington, after the game against the Philadelphia Eagles, he comes jogging off the field. Tom Brady, I'm coming. Tom Brady, I'm coming. I want Tom. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I want Tom Brady to throw for 3 touchdowns. I want him to pass for 350 yards. I want him to shred that defense. I want our offensive linemen to drive Chase Young up and down the field all day long. I want him creating holes for our running backs. I'll tell you what, that's what I want. How does that sound to you? All right. All right now, let's relax. Let's relax. The game is Saturday. Saturday night at 8:15 at Washington. I hope you're going to be watching the game and cheering on the Buccaneers. You know, the Buccaneers have had a great season, but it's not over with yet. Now, let's not kid ourselves. You know what? Washington, they will not be. I mean, they're not going to be easy. You know, they have been rising. They have been playing better, and really just at the right time. Maybe the time that we don't want to see them, but we're going to have to deal with them anyways. You know what? They do have a good coach in Ron Rivera. You know, Ron was the coach at the Carolina Panthers. He's coached against Tampa many times, and he knows some of the players on the team. So you know what? That's an advantage for them. They also have, of course, Chase Young, who's probably going to be the Defensive Rookie of the Year. They got Montez Sweat, John Bostic, Ryan Kerrigan. So you know what? That defense is really solid. That's what's been carrying them. And we need our offense to step up in this game right away. Now, their offense is led by Antonio Gibson, running back. This guy's had a really good season. You can't discount him in the game. They also have the wide receiver, Terry McLaurin. This guy's been good all year and last year. This guy's been really coming along. And finally, the quarterback, Alex Smith. You know, Alex Smith, this guy's made a steal. He comes back from that devastating injury to do, you know, this guy's been doing magic this year for Washington, giving them that leadership they need. Now, yes, I realize Washington had a losing record. And you know what? They play in a division this year that really was not very good. They played a lot of weak teams. But what happened here is they got wins. And it gives them confidence that they can compete with teams like Tampa Bay. But you know what? Tampa Bay, they need to come out, just like they have these last few games. They need to jump on Washington right away. They need to stick it to them. You know, hit them early and often, take control of the game, and you know what? Let's get some of the players out. You know, last week when we played Atlanta, we got a big lead. You know, we got some guys some rest, but it was pretty disappointing because during that game, Mike Evans ended up getting hurt. And I just hope that, you know, he can come back and be 100% for this game. I mean, I know that's impossible, but I just think that, you know, if we can get up on him, we get him out of the game, get him rested, we really need Mike Evans. You know, so we're also happy that the Bucs made the playoffs, but now it's time to make all this pay off. You know, really over the last couple years, the Buccaneers management and leadership has done a great job drafting players. We've done a great job with some free agent signings. Look at Gronkowski, you got Brady, you slipped Bryant in there, although I wasn't really happy with him, but he showed up this last game. You know, you put those guys in there, they've done a great job. They played some tough games. You know, all we need for them right now is to go out and kick some ass for 4 more games. Go out there and give us everything they have, leave it on the field, and represent Tampa Bay. You know, the Bucs need this. Tampa Bay needs this. The fans need this. This has been a tough year. A lot of people that would normally be at games like myself, we can't even go to the games. So, you know what? We all need these victories. We all need them to win these playoff games. And I think that the Bucs can do it. I think that they're peaking right at the right time. The end of the year, the schedule set us up right, playing Atlanta, playing Detroit, getting us in the groove on that offense. And, so I just think that at this point in time, most importantly, the Bucs need to do this for players like Mike Evans. They need to do this for players like Bright. Guys that have been there for a long time, have gotten their asses kicked, they've given everything they can to the team, and they just need to go out there and do it for the entire Buccaneers family. So listen now, Buccaneers, you know what? It was a little painful the other day watching the game when we seen Mike Evans go out. He just sets a record, next play, the guy's getting injured. I was like, oh man. I mean, it looked horrible. I've had a knee injury, 3 surgeries on my knee. That's not fun. And, that could very easily happen to Mike Evans. But now, this week coming up, our defense needs to show up, take charge. Yes, we're still going to be without Devin Bush, but we are going to have Shaq Barrett back, so that's going to help that defensive line. And you know what? Bush is a huge loss. This guy has been playing like an all-pro all year. Antonio Winfield Jr., this guy's been tremendous. Man, what more could you ask for from a guy that was just drafted, comes into the NFL, and plays like a veteran? Another thing that I really like that the Bucs have been doing is with Ronald Jones being out of the lineup, they've really been getting Fournette some work. So now we're going to have 2 fresh running backs with Jones and Fournette. They're going to be ready to pound the ball, pound the ball, pound the ball. But then, you know what? Then we got the great leadership of Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Gronkowski, they're going to have that locker room fired up. They're going to have that locker room ready to play. And you know what? I can't wait to see the game. I'm hoping that, like I said, the Bucs put it away early so we don't have to be in nerves the entire game. And you know what? I hope to see you next week celebrating a playoff victory. And you know what? We'll have some more fun. And I hope you watch the video and have a great football weekend. Now, let's talk about these last couple games real quick here. Now, in the NFC here, we're going to have the Green Bay Packers are going to have a bye, which would beat the Green Bay Packers. We're going to have the Chicago playing New Orleans. That's going to be a tough game. I think Chicago's defense is going to rise up for this game. You got the Rams playing Seattle. Ooh, that's going to be a tough game. And then, of course, Tampa and Washington. So I'm going to take in this game, I'm going to take New Orleans. I'm going to take Seattle, Tampa Bay to win. And then next week I have Green Bay. Now, I sure as heck wouldn't want to be playing in the AFC. The AFC is a wrecking ball right now. Kansas City gets the bye. You got a hell of a game with Indianapolis and Buffalo. Another great game with Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Another great game with Baltimore and Tennessee. Damn, I'm glad we're not playing one of them teams right away. But anyways, listen again. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the football weekend. And I'll tell you what, I'll see you next week.